Hello, hello, hello. I have decided to try something new. So, I am going to record myself drawing out one of the character designs in this whole bunch, and we'll post it here. So, yeah, this is the first time I'm trying this, so there might be a few hiccups, but hey, I'm still getting used to this. Also, I will eventually get a better set of headphones with the mic, so please excuse the bad quality. I'm just using regular headphones right now and no mic, so please excuse that. Without further ado, let's just get into this, I guess. I'm used to listening to music while I do this, but unfortunately I can't right now, so we're on color. Immediately off to a great start. Need to pull this up again. That's for another thing. Yeah, so whole bunch of old designs that never really got character sheets, so that's what I'm doing, slowly getting through those. That's what the rest of these are. These were all old character sheets, except for this girl. She never actually got a character sheet or like a colored drawing, only a few sketches, so. Although, yes, I know this looks horrible, so. But hey, how are you over here? Get over here. Get over there. Alright, who are we doing? Dia. Okay, we're doing Dia. Don't actually remember why well, don't remember the design, or, well, I remember her design. I don't remember the concept from her design, other than I wanted to use those hands and etc. I also have quite a few sketches that I have posted on the other platform I use. Don't know whether I can say the names of them, so gonna have to be very discreet about it or something, so yeah. But anyway, posted a few sketches. Well, I'm going to be posting a few sketches. They're coming. Mostly I posted the sketches because I wasn't feeling well the past like few weeks, so the sketches were just supposed to be. What? What is that sound? Oh, uh, why is it buzzing? What is, um, give me a minute. I will be back after some troubleshooting. Okay, so I figured out the problem. I still had my headphones connected to my phone, so somehow they were connected to both my computer and my phone. Also, if you hear slight music in the background, I'm playing Spotify because it's hard for me. I don't know, I just like ambient sound when I'm not playing or like talking, so I might have to find some like royalty free or something else if you do hear the music to cover up the to cover up Spotify, because I don't know whether some of this is copyrighted or not. So yeah, but going back to the artwork, like I was saying, I created this a while ago, so don't exactly know what the concept was for her. Wow, that's a good song. I am hoping that you can't hear it. If there's an interesting song playing, yeah, I'll say what it is. But again, I am desperately hoping that you can't hear it because, yeah, I don't want, you know, anything bad to happen on the first video I would post. Fact is, I'm like, I want to go into character design, reasoning why I'm doing all these. Like, I want to do it for like an indie not like I want to do it for like be like character and background designer. You know, I'm probably gonna use like I already forget. It's not Skillshare. It's the other one, the one that helps you create websites. But I totally forgot its name. I'm gonna probably use that to create like a proper website to display like all my works on. Probably gonna use not Venmo. I forgot. I keep ADHD and autism. I'm not good at remembering anything. So yeah, but yeah, but yeah. But I want to do this also on the side because I've always liked drawing, and since I was young, I did at some point when I was younger want to be a YouTuber. You know, drawing and playing games and stuff like that. And while I've realized now that that probably isn't the best decision, and I have gone through two different things, landing on, being a character designer, I still want to do this on the side for fun. I've always liked sharing my art, and I want to, be able to share my art with other people, not as like, you know, oh, I want to do it because I like, you know, showing off my art and showing off what exactly I can do. And I just, want to encourage people to draw themselves, to draw what they want to do, and, to be themselves. And I know not a lot of people do that because, they can get scared or, you know, they believe they can't do it, or they believe their art style sucks. Key thing, girly, a lot of art styles suck at first. Key thing is just to keep moving on them. So that's what I'm doing here. I want to, post my own art. No, I'm already doing that on the, I don't even know what to call it, the other app. The other app that has been causing problems with everything, apparently. And we don't know what on earth is going on with it. I'm sure that gives you an idea. But still, I've also always wanted to post my own art. What is, oh, it's that song. Yeah, sorry, you get Spotify. Not only to, I want to post art not only to encourage other people to draw, but also to draw what you like. And yeah, it's okay if your art style isn't good. Like, my art style. The girls, number one, I could only draw girls, and even though a majority of what you see will be me drawing girl characters, I can in fact draw guys. Don't worry. But okay, can we appreciate those hands? Sorry. But I just want people to know and to be able to encourage people to draw what they want to draw, you know? So show their art. Because in my mind, art is like the way you express yourself, you know? Like in my mind, science is an art because, you know, you mix things together, you create new things. Music is an art. You have to create. Art is creation. Anything that you create can be art, which is yet again why I said science. You know, studying new life forms is an art because you're studying something that's new in a way. Anything that you create, anything that you can make that's new or something that you deeply care about, I'd say that's an art. And all art should be protected because, well, it's an extension of one's self. It's like the phrase hair holds memory. Like, yeah, hair holds memories. You're not just gonna, you know, cut off your hair for no reason, but at the same time, you're not. Sorry, I keep getting distracted by the music in the background. As long as you're being true to yourself, and art is one way for people to be true, not only to themselves, but to other people. Art is something that can connect people, it can show people who they are or who you are. Art is supposed to connect, it's supposed to be protected. And no matter how much other people try to, you know, destroy it or something, that doesn't matter because, you know, just keep creating. So that's what I'm here to do, to inspire people to keep creating. And make sure they never forget that deep down, it's them who create and not the other way around. You're in control of yourself. Yeah, sometimes the world can feel like it's coming down on you, but does that really matter? As long as you're being yourself and standing up for what you believe that you can do, it shouldn't really matter. And that's, like I said, one of the reasons I'm here. Why I want to do this. To inspire others to draw in the way they want to draw. To not worry that okay, hey, like not to make sure they don't like always try and get better. If you want to get better, that's amazing. Keep practicing. But if you're like, okay, I need to continue to get better because everyone says that that practice makes progress. So I should keep practicing. Like, no. If you like the way your art style is, then keep it that way. Like in the past, my art style used to be, you know, I used to I stopped using lines as much, and it was torture for me. Like, drawing became a struggle for me. I hated drawing. I hated because it was just tiring. It took a lot of time. But, but I thought, practice is progress, and this looks really good. But then I went back to my old drawing style, this one with the lines are like, oh, I have way more energy to draw now. What if I just continuously use lines? And I've mixed the two together now. Like, I use backgrounds without lines since it looks pretty and, I can do that easily. And there are some things in designs like markings and etc. that, yeah, I won't use lines for. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't hold your worth or progress to, I can always get better. You should instead hold it to, do I like the way it looks? Do I like my art style? If you like it, then keep it that way. You don't always have to improve. If you like the way your art style looks and you truly feel happy with it, then stop improving on it. But, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna stop getting metaphorical now and start actually talking about the character, since I have not done that yet at all. So this character, Dia, was a part of, the Monster Mansion kids. Basically, a whole bunch of these, like all these girls, were part of the Monster Mansion. In one way, shape, or form, they were cast out of society, hurt, hunted, and one girl decided she had enough and wanted to make the mansion into something that could protect these girls. Because why should one be protected when others aren't? So that's what she did. She made the mansion into something that would protect them. Now that girl has gone through a couple iterations and at some point was, in fact, another character of mine, Rosie. But at the end of the day, it was supposed to be like being together. And I might still keep the Monster Kid Mansion thing around. I might bring back that other character. I might draw the other girls. I might generally keep it around, if y'all like it. But at the end of the day, I'm just doing this for me. But yeah. So Dia, her whole thing was she came out abnormal. Uh, she was not supposed to have this arm or the marking over her, you know, right eye, but she did. Her parents tried to hide it, but they couldn't hide it very well. What song is it? Oh, Blood Cave. Sorry. So, yeah, when the people eventually found out, she was, locked away. But eventually, someone came to save her. And that's Mira, one of the guards of the one who ran the place. So, She was brought to the Monster Kid mansion and now is a resident there. She's on the older side of everyone. No. Eh. Sorry, distracted there. But yeah, she's on the older side of the kids. Help, helps keeps things running in the place, the normal stuff. She's also friends with this girl right here. If I can find where her name is on the thing. I wrote their names somewhere on the board. I just can't find where I wrote it. No. Here it is. Jenny, I think. I don't know. I might switch her name, but she's friends with this girl. Her video's probably gonna come up soon. Forgot to mention, each girl is gonna have their own video, each drawing, so this first video is just for, the probably could have used it for the advanced version of my personas look, but hey, who cares? Didn't think about that till right now. Yeah. But moving on from that, she yeah, is chaotic, but also has a level mind sometimes. Yeah. She likes to be chaotic, but if worst comes to worst, yeah, she'll be the one with the most level head. Because dang it, if she can't be the chaos, then she'll be the one preventing the chaos from spreading. Oh, that looks horrible. No, I'm gonna do the top and the bottom separately. What even is that? Sorry, I created this design so long ago, I totally forgot what most of these components are. I'm gonna create like a sort of cuff. No, that is way too big. What am I thinking? Yeah, I don't really have anything else about Dex. She's really mysterious, honestly. Chaotic, yes, but nobody really knows anything about her. Not even her knows anything about it. She doesn't know why she has, this half of her that's for some reason twisted in a way. She doesn't know why that's a thing. She doesn't know why her town just abandoned her when they probably could have found a way to fix it. She doesn't know, and at some point she's just stopped wanting to know. Because if she knows, then she might lose the family she has in the Monster Kid Mansion. She's the equivalent of a like chaotic neutral or chaotic peaceful. Can you where yes, she likes to be chaotic, but she also knows that there's a time and a place for being chaotic. And she won't just be chaotic willy-nilly. No. She knows there's a time and a place, and she, yes, will be chaotic when, it's funny or, safe. But she's not gonna be, chaotic just because she can be chaotic. She's not that dumb. She's one of the smarter ones in the Monster Mansion, actually. One thing she does most of all is, take care of some of the younger ones. As someone who was locked up all her life, up until the Monster Mansion, either having to hide or something, she doesn't appreciate some of the kids being neglected. So she has taken it upon herself to, care for them in a way. Oh, I forgot that song of it. Sorry, again, Spotify. But yeah, so like I said, sort of chaotic neutral in a way. She is very extroverted though, outgoing. So you normally can find her walking around the place. And if she isn't, you can probably find her room. And well, each of them has their own room connected with people that, they collide with easily. So we have Dia, Jenny, and Crimson. I believe her name is Crimson. If I can remember right. Yeah, Crimson. Sweet baby girl. All share a room. We have Arnia, Connie, and Frosty that all share a room. And Valerie, she did share a room with someone. I don't think I am going to, do that. So I might just have her in her own room. That's besides the point. Dang it, not again. Okay. No. Uh, don't know what to do now. Do it on here? No, just on here. Should I just... Hold on. So, in case you're wondering what on earth I'm doing, as I believe on the recording, oh, just on mine. The cursor was doing weird stuff, so. Hearing sounds outside. I'm not even going to ask. But I totally forgot what I was gonna say now. Okay. Don't worry, that happens a lot. I don't know how regularly. I've been trying to, get back into drawing regularly. regularly, but yet again, like I said, I've been feeling horrible. I have an appointment to, get checked out, try and solve the problem, but that isn't until the 20th. And this is the first time in a few weeks I've actually been able to actually get up and draw, so I will try my best, not only to get these out in a timely manner, but also to make it enjoyable to listen to. I will also, like I've said multiple times on other platforms, I will eventually start streaming. Eventually, I'm still working that out, but it will eventually happen, I promise. Also, I don't know whether I've said this before on other platforms, but these character sheets are not only here for me to be able to get this done and, have a good, you know, outline of what I can do for future employment to show them my work, but also just in case other people want to draw my characters, they can. It's completely okay with me. I've always thought this, but like I've always thought in my head I'd die the day I see any sort of like fan art of my OCs. Because, I've, I've quite literally been in so many fandoms and seen so many amazing artists' work. And like, oh my god, their art's so beautiful. And of course, the multiple hundred of AUs I have because I like things so much. I'm like, what if? And I sort of do it. Yes, that means that I am easily able to be pulled into other fandoms. Do with that information as you will. But yeah, I've always been one to, draw other characters and other things, etc., etc. But when it comes down to it, I have always loved seeing, fan art. And I've always wanted to, see fan art of my own OCs, the ones that I have put in so much thought and story into. So to whoever watches this, because this video probably not gonna go anywhere. And this is gonna sound really sad, probably. But my mother is already subscribed because I told her about, the YouTube thing that I created a bit ago. Since I created it at the beginning of the summer, and either have been too busy working on character designs or too sick to be able to do anything with it. I'm like, yeah, I know at least she'll watch it because, she she can, watch it while she does her own projects and stuff. I know she's eventually gonna watch this. She's at work right now while I am currently doing this, so to eventually, when she watches this, hi mom. Because yet again, I know people say, oh, cringe or whatever. I don't care. I love my mom. She's amazing. Absolutely love her. So I don't care. And I know I am going to hear about this. She'll eventually find it and she's like, oh my god. Because I know there are multiple people who are like embarrassed to find out their parents watch that stuff. Not me. My mother knows how weird I am. I've always been a weird kid. Like I've never even had like a proper teenage phase. I've always just been like, I love my mom. She is amazing. So yeah, she knows how weird I am, but she knows I love her. So it's balanced out. And getting back on topic, sorta, I'm making these just because I can. I don't care if people see them. People can see them if they want to see them. People can. Is this? Oh, my phone's just turned off. I can't even see what song this is. Sorry. But okay, I'm making this just because I want to. Yet again, this is a side thing, not only so I can get myself more out there, but that's just so I have something that I'm doing. So something that in the meantime, while I'm either searching for a job or like on weekends when I'm not doing anything or when I have free time or whatever, I can do this. Yes, create these videos, but also eventually start streaming. Maybe play little games or I can invite people on to play with them. Once I have more of a platform, I want to be one of those, creators who actually, you know, pays attention and, interacts with their, you know, fan base or people. Oh my god, that was horrible. There we go. Okay, this way. Shut up. No. Bye. You tell I am very tech savvy. And that's supposed to be a part of Gen Z. Yeah. Anyway, back on topic. I always wanted to just interact with everyone. Like, yeah, I might not be the brightest, but I at least want to know everyone. That's why whenever I see comments, I always try and respond to everyone. Not because, I barely get any me on, my other platform, but because I want them to know I see your comment, I like your comment, and I'm going to respond to your comment just so you know that I have seen it and I have responded to it. And yeah, sometimes that strikes a conversation. I like talking to people. Somehow talking to people without looking them face on is easier for me. Don't know why. But at the end of the day, yeah. Yeah, eventually, when or if, because yet I could just be a drowning artist forever. Who knows? Those hands are chunky, but I'm not going to fix them because I do not care right now. Here, I have a Powerade over here. Get rid of that, but yeah, could be a drowning artist forever. But if I do get a bit of a platform, I will create a Discord for people to come to. Because I would just like to chat with everyone, you know? Sorry. Sorry if that sounded weird. Yet again, Powerade. Always stay hydrated, please. I've been sitting here the entire time and I completely forgot that existed because I've been too busy talking. Fact is, I have a lot of things to say a lot of the time. There are times where I'm just walking around my own house, talking to myself because I have no one else to talk to, which is one of the main reasons why I want to start doing this. So I have a place to get my what is that? I have a place to get my thoughts out, you know? Okay, I'm sorry. I was trying to figure out what song was currently playing. So I can literally ramble for hours, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to do this. So that I have a place where I can ramble, I can talk to things, and hopefully I can look at the comments one day, see people rambling back. Yeah, maybe about something I said, maybe something that they just wanted to ramble about. And of course, yeah, I'm gonna respond, or at least try to respond to everyone. There are times where I forget or just fall through the cracks, and I'm so sorry every single time that happens. Because I'm meaning to respond. I just don't see it and I forget about it. I'm sorry. Generally, I'm sorry. But at the end of the day, I'm saying that a lot. What is this? Hold on. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Sorry. What was I just talking about? You're right. Uh, I try my best to remember things. I do. Like I said, I have ADHD and autism, as well as an undiagnosed memory disorder thing. Not like dementia or anything. Like something that affects my brain and makes it harder to remember things. It's unclear whether it is from the ADHD and autism or whether it's its own separate thing, so, but it's still recorded just in case. Um, yeah, but I'm gonna try because I like to ramble. And I like to learn about new things, like new games and such, like the game day everything. I learned about it a bit ago from my brother, who may or may not watch this. I don't know whether he's here to on the channel or not, so not entirely sure. But I don't know where I originally heard about it. I heard about it. My brother explained more about it or like what it's about. And yeah, I'm now fully in it. Like I have the game downloaded on my Switch. I will be playing it with my mom since well I'll get further into why I with my play like video games with my mom in like a minute. But like and yeah, it is happy because I saw it again and like I started getting interested like actually I'm kind of curious like oh this game's actually really good happily because I heard about it from my brother and it just got it in my head, but I love learning about new things because it may end up becoming a hyperfixation. So in reality I am willing to listen not only to what other people like, only because I have ADHD and autism. Yet again, I say that a lot because it's true. And oh, but also because I've been there. I've been wa- I've had times where I've been dying to talk about my hyperfixations, and I don't know who to talk about it with because only person I have here really is my mom to talk about it with. So yeah, going back to what I said earlier, me and my mom, we are really close. Like I said before, absolutely love her. Best mom in the world. Would not ask for any other mother. She is the absolute best. Love her. And our little thing that we do because my dad has, well, moved out back to his other home. It's nothing too serious. They just fell, fell out of love. Mom owned the house. Dad moved. Still see him. Everything's fine. Everything's chill. They were never actually married, also, so don't worry about any of that. Just, but our little thing that's been going on for like a few years now is that, you know, when we eat dinner, we eat it not only together, but also at the kitchen table. And she brings her, tablet over, and we watch videos while we eat dinner. So not only is there no silence, but also we can make fun of videos. Like how uh, when we watch Jackie from Nerdy Crafter, there are occasional times where some comments will pop up, but we just generally have fun watching videos, talking to each other, pausing, and every single night seems like we're almost always pausing the video to add a comment of our own. It's fun. We have a laugh. Sometimes we get angry because someone isn't following the instructions in the video. Sometimes we're just amazed at the quality of the things the person is making. But it's always just us together. And always after dinner, we go into the living room where I have my Switch set up to the TV, and we play Animal Crossing after dinner. And yeah, there are times where during the weekend, if we have time, I will boot it up and I'll play a different game. Animal Crossing, we always play it after dinner, but as for other things, you know, eh, it's a little thing. So, have occasionally been pulling up Cuphead to play it. Finally managed to get past the second aisle because I was stuck on Baroness von Bonbon because I couldn't beat her for the life of me, but finally did it. And also because I feel like there needs to be another color involved in everything. Okay. I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, today's everything is going to be, another game we play. Hopefully, we'll play it over the weekend, have some laughs together. I know that a few characters is probably gonna be like, "What is that? What? This is a game we're gonna laugh at and stuff." Also, no, I will not be romancing any of the characters. I am Pan and Demi, so which Demi? Both. Demisexual, demi-romantic, both of those. So I'd rather not do the whole romancing thing. So, but yeah, it's a game where we can laugh at and play together, just like always. I love my mom. I've said that multiple times. Gonna say it again. I love my mom. She is the best. I'm so sorry for the confused people who have been here the entire time just listening to me rant about random things and thinking, this girl is insane. Probably. I don't know. Maybe mostly insane, maybe completely insane. Why? Why? Why is this happening? Can we not? Thank you. At the end of the day, I'm doing this to, spread my art to other people to make sure they know that, art is not an individual thing. Anyone can make it, and your art is enough. You don't have to change your art to be anything it's not. As long as you're happy with the way your art looks, continue going at it. You know, uh, pop off or whatever the children these days say. I don't know. I'm not good with slang, okay? Give me a break. But yeah, okay. Half, I'm halfway doing this because, yeah, want to gain, a follow a thing on here, want to draw, want to talk to people, no, talk to people, want to, show off my art, you know, want to, spread, art stuff. But also, want to, I just want to ramble. I just want to rant. I want to be able to, talk about random stuff. Not have to, finish a thought, not have to worry about being weird. The internet is already weird. It's used to this. I shouldn't have to worry, so I'm not. And just because I'm rambling doesn't mean that you can't. Want to tell me something? Go ahead and put it in the comments or whatever. You want to ramble? Ramble in the comments. I'll read it. I'll listen. Because I'm doing the same thing right now. Everyone deserves to ramble. If you can't ramble to anyone else, then do it in the comments. Ramble to me. I'll listen to it. I like rambling. And I know the importance of, wanting to talk and wanting someone to listen, so I'll listen. And even if I'm not like right there, I'm here. I'll read your comment. I'll try and respond best I can. And yeah, I might not understand it. That's because I don't understand most things. But I'll still listen and understand to the best of my abilities. If I have to Google something, yeah, I'll Google it, but I'll listen. I won't judge. Ramble away, people! I feel like these days people feel like they have to, keep all their stuff hidden, keep all their interests hidden, not to be called weird. But that just means you're unique. If you're weird, that means you're not like the others, meaning you're not like anyone, meaning you're one in a million. You're unique. You're yourself. You're unlike any other. You're extraordinary. People say being weird is, horrible, it's wrong. No, being weird is a compliment. Just means you're not like them. Not like anyone. You're yourself. So call yourself weird. Call others weird. Create a weird fan club. Create a weird after school program. Create a place for weirdness to be spread. Because in that weird place, you can be yourself. And I'll give you the best advice I can give, which is no one but your opinion matters. So do a kickflip on a skateboard or whatever. Start rambling about your OCs. Start talking about your AU where Danny Phantom and Bill Nye the Science Guy go on adventures or whatever. Ramble about it. Talk about it. Be weird. Because being weird is the best you can be. Being weird shows that you're the one in control. No one should silence you for being weird. No one can silence you for being weird. Because that's just who you are. Show them that the weird people are the one that holds the power. Cause ha ha ha. I am desperately running out of things to talk about. Alright, fun fact, I thought this idea up a few days ago. Like, oh, actually this could be interesting for the moment when I'm not streaming. I could just do this. I mean, I already know how to, you know, do these. So, hmm. mm, 1 hour and 4 minutes. Or, when I gotta turn over here. And that's it. Wait, oh yeah, because I had to pause it for like a minute or two to figure out what I was doing. Okay, so I guess that's it for today. I uh I hope you guys liked this. I hope you can't hear the music in the background, so I don't have to worry about adding any extra music and figuring that out, or worrying about copyright. Well, yeah. But most of all, I hope y'all have an amazing day, and I'll be signing off. Goodbye, and I hope to see you all again. Bye.